hang up. Here's ABC's Neil Karlinski.
911, what are you reporting?
It was an otherwise normal night in Thurston County, Washington, when 911 operators thought they had a catastrophe on their hands.
And all of a sudden the phones just went off the hook.
There was no emergency. It was a hoax fueled by a malicious hack taking over people's cell phones when they clicked on this link being spread on Twitter. Andrea Jara clicked and lost control of her own phone.
It just started calling 911 like crazy, and I couldn't stop. I just kept clicking the end button, and nothing was happening. It just kept recalling.
She's in Florida, where 911 operators were also hit. The Broward County Sheriff among those warning of the major public safety issue. In Washington State tonight, an 18-year-old man has been arrested for investigation of data service interference. Police say he claims he spread the link after getting it elsewhere. Law enforcement are warning tonight the same link is being spread nationwide, and once you click, the only way to stop your phone from calling 911 is to fully power it off. Tom?
All right, make sure to turn it off. Neil, thank you. Next to the extreme weather tonight, cities across the...
Yeah, now you've got phones nowadays that you can't pull the battery out anymore. So what do they do about it? And my experience has been with when you call regular cops lines. I've had them before go 911. What's your emergency? I say, I didn't call no emergency number. What the hell are you doing answering this line? Well, we answer them for everybody else. See, so the truth of the matter is, I'll guarantee you, there's probably a movie that's been put out about this shit in the first place. There's a term that's called out of sight, out of mind. So, I don't see how the cops can go after the people who only react to a situation, but they don't arrest the broadcasters. You got movies called How to Get Away with Murder that's on TV. You've got, what I think it was something called Fight Games or something like that. See, the thing is this, is I'll never understand why it is that rich people, they can take, and they have a pass on suggesting, perpetrating, glamorizing violence, and then they use this bullshit thing about, oh, well, that's their constitutional right. That's fucking bullshit right there.
He's alleged to be over 100 miles per hour. The final moments captured on what many call a dangerous feature on Snapchat. Witnesses describing the wreckage as a horror scene. Here's ABC's Marcy Gonzalez.
Tonight, this Snapchat video showing some of the final moments of a young couple's lives, renewing questions about the popular app's speed filter.
What is the Snapchat speed filter?
The feature that clocks and allows users to post how fast they're going showed the Volkswagen Golf speeding at more than 115 miles an hour Wednesday night in Tampa. Just minutes after the passenger recorded the video, police say the car crossed over a median and slammed head-on into a minivan.
All I seen was a blue flash. It just burst into flames.
The driver in the video, Pablo Cortez III, and his passenger, Jolie Bartolome, were killed, as well as 3 people in the van.
It's just tragic. It's just tragic.
Concerns about Snapchat's speed filter were raised earlier this year following this crash in Georgia. Well, Snapchat says there is no record of the driver, Crystal McGee, using the app at the time of the accident. One of her passengers tells a different story.
She was trying to hit 100 miles an hour and post it on Snapchat.
Tonight, a Snapchat spokesperson saying in a statement, "We actively discourage our community from using the speed filter while driving, including by displaying a do not snap and drive warning message in the app itself." And McGee's case has not yet been heard by a grand jury. Meanwhile, 3 people injured in this week's crash remain hospitalized tonight. Tom?
Marcy, thank you. Up next, chaos at an airport security...
See, here's the thing. Snapchat? Who owns Snapchat? It's just like Pokemon. Americans, they think that they're smart. An app can make them do things that if somebody suggested somebody do something, like I got a PDF oath, arrest, and prosecution. Anybody can download to their smartphone or anything like that. And here's the thing. What I'm trying to figure out here is where'd these apps come from? How do we know that Snapchat isn't owned by an American enemy? How do we not know that Pokemon is owned by an American enemy? How do we not know that there's not secret frequencies or something like that? Maybe something that controls the brain or something like that? How do we know? Because there's no longer something called the House of Un-American Activities in the United States like there used to be when, you know, back in the 50s, I think it was, or something like that. Senator McCarthy was trying to warn Americans about communists, and they say it was a witch hunt. I don't know. But it seems to me like, hey, there was a YouTube video out. All you gotta do is type in Toyota Corolla Monica, where this fucking bitch is shown pulling out the nozzle of a gas station and causing it to fucking blow up. I find it awfully interesting that these fucking corporations can put this out. I think it was Imes dog food. It showed a female dressed up in a soldier suit, and a great big, I think it's an Irish wolfhound, was on top of her like he was fucking her. Bestiality. Fucking amazing how the cops can't figure out how to fucking do anything about the rich people that perpetrate, suggest, you know, promote, you know, violence and everything like that. Glamorize it. And see, here's the thing. A lot of people, they look at TV as their authority. And they say they're free. They're like motherfucking parrots in a fucking bird's cage. And they're told they're free. Sure, you can say you're fucking free all you want, but you're still in that fucking cage. And that's what's going on in America right now. So, just the term, out of sight, out of mind. Why don't we try that? What's wrong with that? Why don't we try that? Now, here's something else. Here, a machete attack.
Jetty in Miami Beach. The toxicology report now finding cocaine in Fernandez's body and a blood alcohol level nearly twice the legal limit. It's still unclear who was